Apex Friendship, Corey Hodges, Travis Bledsoe, the entire Big Sports TV team here with you as we get going in the second half. And Travis, Greenfield here leading by 18. Will make it 16 as there's a basket right out of the break for Apex Friendship by Patrick Sams. But we talked about early on, Trav, a game of runs. Apex needs a big run right now or sometime thereabouts. They'll get a turnover and come back in a hurry with Isaac Holmes. He missed it off the front of the rim.
Let me tell you something about Apex real quick. They will be closer, if not winning this game, if they made the baskets up close. They are missing so many baskets up close, layups that they've been missing. Three goes up.
Missed on the three by Cleary, but no, we've seen a couple misses right at the edge of the basket.
Too many. Just one too many, in my opinion, and I believe the Patriots believe the same thing as well.
Gonna start executing a little bit better. That'll work. Crisp pass to Greg from Holmes, and Greg found himself all alone under the basket, went up into layup line style and made it a 14-point game. So a good start, 4-0 for Apex Friendship, but Hampton Evans will get back to what he was doing to begin the game, although Rob Salter outscored 6-2 or 8-2, even being outscored 4-2 into the second half. Salter wanted to talk things over, and I think that's why he and Greenfield are enjoying the kind of success that they're right in the middle of this season and why they sent someone to the NBA. There's one right to the basket, laid in off the fingertips by Cleary, and it's a 14-point game anew.
Look, they can get inside and score. It's all about making it. And Apex, as long as they make their scores inside, because obviously the Knights are allowing them to go in whenever they feel like it.
There's Kirby on the way in, and they'll call the foul on Holmes for Apex. Kirby falling on to Holmes. Another look. Holmes, he's standing up there tall with the arms outstretched exactly as you're taught, but that's the only thing that's not taught is sometimes the whistle goes your way, sometimes the opposite way as Kirby hits the first free throw.
I honestly think he did himself a disservice by falling. If he was just stood straight up, playing good defense, that's good defense as well too. The young players need to know that.
There's Kirby to put Greenfield past the half-century mark. 51-35, Knights over the Patriots. In a game that Apex kind of knew coming in, they may struggle a bit. They were really just trying to keep pace and stay in touch with Greenfield. Got past the defender, Evans, did Cleary, and he also drew the foul on the way in, and he will step to the line.
Look, if the Patriots can knock down some threes and continue to get to the basket like they have been, also playing defense on the other side of the ball, they can really get back into this game.
Colin Cleary misses on the first free throw. Head coach Paul Lohman was nice enough to give us an update yesterday on stats, knowing that some of those may not have been updated over the last couple of games. Went ahead and gave us a full dose of them. And for Colin Cleary coming in, averaging 16.5 points per game, if you want to round up or round down in his case, 16.4 to 16 per game. Three from the very top is pure by Atkinson, and Greenfield now up by 18. Not a moment's hesitation with the three. Gabe Proctor.
Wow. And they cannot afford to trade baskets, though.
Got to start getting a couple stops and respond with some of those three. Here's a three again. Not quite on the second time around for Atkinson. Again, head on a swivel. Evans comes up with a loose basketball, kind of starting to have a little bit of an all-star feel to it, and that's an all-star level dunk. Aaron Murphy, two hands, safety style.
Aaron Murphy is so it just comes too easy for him. I like his attitude about the game. Plays the game very well.
Yeah, you can already see, Travis, for sure, why Murphy already has a trip to Queens. You know, you can see the court vision. You can see what he's doing. You can tell that's a top D2 play right there. Some even mid-major programs might be interested in the athleticism there of Murphy, who went up and hung on the rim for extra assurance.
Look, if he continues to build on his body, he almost has like a tight end type of body.
Right. Yeah, he's got that Kyle Pitts kind of look to him.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. 3 or maybe a foot on the line, but missed regardless by Edwards. To the floor, and a crumple goes Proctor, and it will be Apex Friendship basketball. But again, we mentioned, of course, Gabe Proctor. It shouldn't be a surprise that he swished a couple of these threes and he's pured them. He comes in 53% on the season from 3, entering with just a little over 14 points per game, and the only returning starter from last season, and has a reputation for that three-point shot. So again, if you're talking about scouting reports, should have known about Proctor coming in. If you're Greenfield, offensive rebound, tapped around, Cleary, and on his way in, got fouled, Sam Gregg.
Great drive, allowing himself to get to the basket and then forcing the foul call.
Now Greg, Travis, 2 years of JV. Now he has his chance to come on and produce, and called a heck of a competitor by head coach Paul Lohman as Greg hits the first free throw. But that's where it's at. You know, you get those couple years in junior varsity, you wait for some of the players to come through, but then boom, you're ready and it's your time to shine.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And look at those shoes right there. I believe those are those are Adidas right there. They're funky though, real cute. We couldn't tell if those were the new Donovan Mitchells or were those the new Trey Youngs. I couldn't tell. I have to look it up real quick. It's one of the two though.
I know Jay's going to give us another shot of that before long. We love our shoe cam here on Big Sports TV. No foul. Greenfield comes the other way. Flicked up, but off by Alston. Tapped around to the hands of Sands. Patriots, loose ball, pick it up. Toster finding a cutting and now finishing Patrick Sands. And it's a 14-point game again.
Apex can just chip away at this lead. They have to be able to play better defense consistently.
Talking about multiple stops in a row possibly to get this back under double digits. Step back, missed it by Atkinson, and Apex Friendship wants to hold it and slow it down just a bit. Show over the head, delivery. Second effort not there for Toster. Again, a miss right at the rack, Travis.
Twice. You was able to get an opportunity twice and you missed it. You have to take advantage of those. You have to really focus up and make those easy buckets.
Of course, mid-ranger, good by Alston, who has space. And now a shove as we get another look down there on the floor at the shoot cam, but wants some retribution from that. He's not going to get it.
Well, good job that there was no retaliation, because that's what the referee sees. So good job by that, but wow.
It's nice gliding to the rack, Colin Cleary, and now maybe you start getting Apex Friendship rattled and rustled up a little bit. Maybe that Murphy bump could key a little bit of a run. You never know about these holiday tournaments. You just never know what's going to happen on the floor or off.
Absolutely not. But
now, here's Evans. Nowhere to go. Open three. Moving three. Canned by Micah Sherrod.
And that's just great offense right there. Not a set play, but that's just moving without the ball.
A perfect pitch back that time to Sherrod. 61-44. A 17-point game. Apex Friendship. The Patriots just can't quite get it below 10. Can't get to single digits. They'll try it here. They want a three, and they got it again by Gabe Proctor. Proctor's three-point percentage now will soar close to 60% by the time this game is over if he carries on at his current pace. And Proctor's brother, Luke Proctor, now playing at Guilford in D3 Old Dominion Athletic Conference. So it's a good family. Three, corner. Circles around and out. Patriots with a shot. Down 61-47. Missed it again. How many close misses has Noah Toster had?
Look, he should have about 20 points already. That's how many misses he had.
Right up underneath the basket, and Toster has to be frustrated. Shoe game again here, Travis. Check those out.
And I'm looking at it. Those are the Donovan Mitchells right there. I love those right there. That's a good basketball comfort shoe. Look, with the Addy sole too. Look, I'm a sneakerhead if you haven't noticed.
Are you? I had no idea.
They have the Boost technology at the bottom right there for pure comfort, man. I love it.
Let me tell you something about these Adidas Ultra Boost. I just dropped $200 on one.
You?
For the wife.
Okay.
And I tell you what, those things better help you walk on water. That's all I got to say. I haven't seen it proved yet, but come on now.
Wow. Look.
Hey, it's a beautiful shoe, though.
It is.
I'm not going to lie.
I have me a pair of zebra print pairs.
Ooh.
Yeah, I love them. I haven't worn them yet, but
they have the prettiest colorways.
Right.
They really do. You're right. Under 45 seconds to go, third quarter. That's a whistle and a foul. And it's offensive on the Patriots. A little glimmer of hope there with about 2 minutes to go in the third quarter for the Patriots. Kind of felt like maybe they could start to wrangle away a little momentum, but Greenfield just had an answer. As again, it was Nick Edwards who got to the line. Here's Evans with the three, and Evans leaned into his defender and connects from three. 65-47. It's back up to 18. Greenfield continuing to answer the call. Went up, got fouled physically, and that was Sam Gregg.
Great job. Look, Apex is doing what they need to do offensively. Defensively is where they need to get back in. And look at these shoes right here. I love those as well, too. Adidas is really stepping up their game with the sneakers, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they got parental advisory on the side.
Yeah,
well, I didn't figure it out with those.
That's pretty nice there. Again, that's where it's all at now. You know, I know you and I talked about this when we were up at Wayne Country and talking about how, you know, PJ Tucker kind of got it started. Look at that. You've got a little July 4th feel there. You got a blue and a red one.
Wow. And look, I'm not sure if those are matrix pairs with the blue and red pill,
right,
but I like that mismatch, though.
I do, too, especially for the Patriots. It would be fitting to have red, white, and a little bit of blue. Around and out, missed. He'll take the inconvenience of travel and having to play back-to-back if it means we get to play in an event. And these two teams actually almost played 2 years ago at the John Wall, but finally meeting here today. It's been all Greenfield, and still is as we start the fourth quarter.
And this new age of basketball, high school basketball, exposure is huge. So I'm sure these teams don't mind playing back-to-back games.
Right. You get extra time, a different opponent, get you ready for a possible postseason run, and that's what tournament basketball is all about. Here's Evans. A couple moments ago, Murphy with the basket, and now Evans follows it up. 4-point burst here for Greenfield, and they lead by 20, 69-49, just scratching the surface of the fourth quarter. Almost tripped, got his step, went up, got fouled, and that's Sam Gregg.
And getting back on that last possession with Evans, just being able to wiggle his way to the basket. Oh, my goodness. Look, he had a decision. Either he was going to pass it or score it. He chose the red pill to score. And look at some more shoes up here. Oh, my. I love the shoes, man. Look, I love the colorful-looking shoes. Now, those might be a little bit different. I see your face right here looking. You're not a fan of those.
Hey, no, you know what? If you're looking, you and I have texted about this before, but you'd be surprised how many running shoes I have, especially Nike Free Runs. I've got
yeah.
some interesting colorways. I've got a couple that look like that, so no shame on those. Not going to throw any shade on those shoes. Evans wants to get it to Murphy, who's double teamed. Evans scoots in, finds some open space, around and off, picked back up and rolled off by Edwards, but stayed with it and got the basket and the foul, and that's Murphy.
Murphy is a strong guy, and I love the way he goes up for offensive rebounds. He knows that he's bigger and stronger than the other team, man. He's not taking that lightly at all. He's taking full advantage of it.
And Murphy wraps up the three-point play. 21-point edge for Greenfield with 6:40 to go in our penultimate game of the 252-919 Winter Classic. Of course, we've got the coverage of the final game coming up shortly after the wrap-up of this one. Basket by Holmes. Good basket there. Nice shot.
I'm telling you, Holmes, that was a tough shot right there. Might have been a foul, but they didn't call it, but good job by them.
Evans wanted to go, just didn't. Couple players down. It's Murphy over there crumpled up and gives a hand to Proctor. I'll tell you what, he got the... So that's Isaac Holmes right there looking at his
It's Kobe's
shoes. That's right. On kick cam here on Big Sports TV.
Love those right there. I'm a Kobe guy.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I know.
So I'm definitely loving seeing those on the court right there.
Well, of course, everything gets intertwined with professional basketball, NBA, down to the high school ranks, and even asked Lohman, head coach Paul Lohman of Apex Friendship, about how the game has changed, and also talked about that with Millbrook's head coach Chris Evans. We'll see Millbrook here shortly, but talked about how the NBA game has influenced the high school game, especially with the three-point shot, the pace of play. We're seeing it here today with these teams just lightning quick back and forth on the floor, and the pace of play is just bewildering in comparison to even just 6-7 years ago. That's a turnover. One of the rare miscues today out of the hands of Alston and into the first row of seating for this pay-per-view and paid admittance event for some of the fans on the first row. But again, we've got the Kobe White connection with Greenfield coming up in just a couple seconds. Some interesting thoughts from head coach Rob Salter of Greenfield and some really eye-opening stuff. Missing on the three, and that was Holmes who couldn't connect. Kirby tried to drop it off behind his back. Loose ball picked up, shoved ahead by Holmes on the other end. Hard foul, and that was Toster. They'll call a travel. Toster just can't catch a break.
No, not at all. I haven't seen so many missed opportunities. And you know what? I feel bad for the kid,
Yeah.
I just do. I can't really get on him at all for it. You just have those nights like that.
He's really worked so hard out here today, talking about Noah Toster for Apex Friendship, but just on the final box score, unless he erupts here late as Kirby misses, unless he gets rolling, he'll really come up about 10 points short of what he should have had. Here's Proctor, transition three. You can't miss. You just can't miss Gabe Proctor.
And shooters shoot. Earlier in, I believe the first quarter, he missed his first 2-3 shots. He's been on fire ever since then.
Gabe Proctor. Again, the scout was out. Everyone knew about Proctor coming in. You got to get out there and defend him. Murphy wants a three from the tip top.
Can't get a better look than that for Murphy.
A nice scoop finish by Sam Gregg, and suddenly it's back down to 14. Well, check that, 16. Quick return basket by Kirby. Thinks that Kobe White, if he keeps improving, he's going to be an all-star one day.
Oh, my goodness, absolutely.
Yeah.
Look, and the Chicago Bulls are playing very well. I believe they're on a nine-game winning streak right now, and Kobe White has definitely been a part of that. Started off the year injured, I believe. He got hurt playing pickup game at UNC. But I'm so glad to see him. His shoulder is looking great. He's shooting that ball like we know he's able to do. So shout out to Kobe White. You know, I'm partial to the Tar Heels, you know.
Right. Yeah, exactly. That's right. We need to have a little medical report with Travis to diagnose some things. Who knew? Who knew? Evans went up, got fouled. But, of course, with everything that White did, not only at Greenfield but at State and then going to the Bulls, and he's NC State. And, again, with all the time that was put in, and Salter, of course, saying as well, not only that he'll be an all-star one day, but he's just proud of what White's become. Doesn't put his head down, just works. And actually, Salter thinks as well, his kids want to see that. They want to see someone like White succeed as Evan goes to the line.
And real quick to you, don't let Kobe White know that you said that he went to NC State.
Oh, right, yeah. Well, I'll say this. When you've got as many notes as I have, sometimes you're going to trip up and say one thing when you meant another. So, sorry,
look,
Kobe.
I get it because I'm looking at your iPad right now, and it's full of notes right there.
That's why I have a surefire headache after every single one of these games. It's too much. It's too much to keep track of. No, of course, Kobe White, a Tar Heel all the way. Of course. What am I thinking? On the other side,
wow.
Can't finish. Let's get back to basketball. Can't finish.
Might need to get you a pair of Warby Parkers.
Right? Yeah, what's my prescription? I need these updated. That was Isaac Holmes. And Holmes will take it out from the baseline.
And I expect Apex to make a little run right here. You got 3:40 remaining. I can see them making if they don't turn the ball over, to make a run. And
Proctor! Gabe Proctor. Anywhere beyond that three-point line, it's good as gold.
Absolutely. Look.
He's really keeping Apex Friendship within shouting distance. They've got it down to 11. This is the closest that the Patriots have been, and we've still got 3:17 to go.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, this is the time for the Patriots to make that final run, that final push to get back to the game, and it really tells a lot. Look at the defense repping up.
And it's Patriots basketball on the fight and the dive and the crash by Isaac Holmes. That's right.
Just that last win right here. This is the moment.
Now, this is it right here. Lay out and sacrifice yourself and give your team a chance to cut this under double figures. Bledsoe, we've got a game here with 3 minutes to go.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. I love it.
Now, you got to get up on Proctor, too. That time, Proctor was denied. No basket by Sams. Whistle and a foul. It'll be Greenfield ball.
And you see the crashing the boards now for offense. I really wish they would have did this earlier.
Evans twisting, turning. Oh, a fortuitous bounce, but no basket. Couldn't finish it off, even though it landed right back into the hands of Nick Edwards. Now we've got a foul down on Greenfield's end. And Evans will step to the line, and now clock stop, trying to get some of the points back.
Apex, the opportunity are there. They can't allow so many offensive rebounds. They have to secure the boards. Grab it tight. Bring it in.
Evans, 12-point game. Matt Kirby re-enters. Out goes Alston. And here's Evans, who has been solid from the very start, although splits that time. And down by 12, here comes Apex Friendship, the Patriots. Tried to get crafty, now ducking under his defenders, went back up, got fouled. So credit the pursuit and the stick-to-itiveness by Sams. He's at the line.
And you can see Aaron Murphy just telling his teams, like, hey, let's get in. What are you doing? Staying with the team. That's the leader right there.
Again, going to Queens. And you can see why. Got to make your free throws here late. Sams knows that. He'll try to get one of two.
I'm just thinking about all the layups that there was missed by Apex. Like free throws, you're going to miss free throws. I understand that, but the bunnies, the easy ones, come on now.
From the hot zones, as they say, the analytical zones, the three, and then right at the rack. And Greenfield has certainly seen Apex Friendship miss their fair share right at the basket. Could be the determining factor in this one. 2:09 to go. Greenfield cleared by 11. Kirby through the lane, tried to put it up, gets it back, and Kirby stays with it and buys two.
I understand that you want to continue to keep going, but I would like to see Greenfield burn some more clock. They didn't have to take that.
Proctor, you know where it's going. Gabe Proctor, put him anywhere on the floor. As long as he's beyond that stripe, you can close your eyes and seal it.
They're still in this game.
All because of Proctor and that three-point shot. It's a 10-point game, and now you're just battling the clock if you're Friendship. Kirby lost it for a second, got it back, and goes up and scoops it in.
Now, that's the time where I expect them to go score because they're pressure. If you could beat them, you could get to the basket. I mean.
Now Proctor, a rare spot right at the basket, went up, got fouled, and almost had an opportunity for a three the hard way. He's had enough threes the regular way. He almost got one there, but he's at the line and needs two to get this back to a 10-point game.
Just a pure stroke. You see that? I mean, just effortless stroke from Proctor.
He's got a beautiful shot. And again, it runs in the family. Brother playing at Guilford. And Guilford, D3 in the Old Dominion Athletic Conference, but that Guilford team is
player, and that's where, look, that's where your bread and butter is. That's where you go.
Well, Apex will press again. Kirby breaks it and now cycles back out as Greenfield looks to wind a little clock. That's a foul. Oh, no, check that. A timeout called here as we get set to get back underway. Final minute and 5 left for Apex Friendship. They'll wrap up today and then go home against Middle Creek on Friday after exams. And then Pinecrest at a neutral site on Monday the 17th.
These guys have some real schedules.
Yeah, getting into a typical little bit of a clock saver here late in the game as Murphy is ready, willing, and able and ready to go with the line. Bring in the substitutions.
The defense versus offense type thing. So at this point, the Patriots are just hoping for missed free throws. Playing the free throw game now. Still within well reach, even though they're down by 10.
Murphy with 18, make it 19. He can get to the 20-point mark in this one if he does exactly what he just did. Murphy has that low crouch to the floor and then the explosion up on the free throw, kind of unique. Tipped. Murphy right there with the loose ball. Now scrum as Murphy tied up with Sams.
A play that they needed.
Right. Proctor will inbound. 81-69 Greenfield. Now 45 ticks and counting. Nice. Right to the lane and through it and to the rack for Sams. Kirby fouled by Greg. Kirby was trying to clear and get to front court in a hurry. Greg stonewalled him.
He's so fast.
I know.
But he's disciplined with the ball as well too. Doesn't do too much where he's going to turn over the ball. I love it. Fast and patient at the same time.
Right, yeah, he's got the speed, but he's also got the awareness, and Kirby has put on a show, as has Murphy. Kirby at the line. No problem on the first. Well, Of course, Paul Lohman of Apex Friendship knew about Greenfield and finally getting a chance to meet them. It's kind of a long-awaited meeting in a tournament. We talked about them being well coached. They have to execute well on their end to keep up with that, and you just see where the Apex Friendship team has had a little bit more fight here, but will it allow them to still remain within striking distance, and now the clock against them as well, kind of lamenting some of those lost opportunities early on. 3, yeah, Colin Cleary. 8-point game. This is the closest that the Patriots have been. Just you're battling that old clock.
Yeah, I mean, that three-pointer is an ultimate equalizer right there.
It really is.
As long as you have capable shooters on your team, you're always in it.
And that's modern basketball. You're never really out of a game.
No.
You're down by 20, start lacing a couple threes. Just, you're right. It's always the tool, the weapon that can get you back into the game, and the Patriots have leaned on that with Proctor.
I'm sure boss man and producer of Big Sports TV, Jay, can probably talk to us about a time before three-point shots,
Right. Exactly. Right. I know that's old school. That's bad boy kind of basketball. That's kind of left us a little bit. Maybe one day it'll come back after everyone kind of goes